Hey, what's up, guys? It's Waffles. I'm hoping you have a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be reacting to someone who was in a coma for 2 years. Imagine being in a coma for 2 years and you can hear everything. So, this is pretty crazy. I'm guessing it's intense. Very intense. There's not much else to. There's not much. There's not There's not much else to say except this is probably going to be very intense again. So let's just get into it.
Hey everybody, my name is Bella, and I was in a coma for 2 years. Most of the time, I was dreaming these awful nightmares. And then when I woke up, it seemed like my real life had turned into a nightmare.
Ed?
I'll start from the very beginning. 2 years ago, me and my boyfriend Jackson were driving home really late from a party. We had been there all night and we were super tired. Before you make your mind up about what happened, let me just let you know that neither of us were drunk. But somebody else was. We were driving in the middle lane, and there was an SUV in front of us in the fast lane. Out of nowhere, it swerved into our lane and hit us so fast that we flipped and went off the road. I don't remember anything that happened after that.
That would have hurt.
Apparently, Jackson just had a broken collarbone and a shattered wrist. Just. I wasn't so lucky. Apparently, I hit my head on the dashboard, and I was out.
That would have hurt so
The internal
much.
bleeding was so severe, and I was in a coma.
She was bleeding.
The police report says that the SUV driver was probably drunk. If you can believe it, he fled the scene after the accident, and even though there was some trace of him on different cameras, he never got caught. Back to my story, though. I woke up 5 weeks ago, and a whole lot has changed. I'd been in bed for almost 2 years. I have severe muscle atrophy, and my joints are so stiff. I'm just now learning to walk again, and it's hard. And if you're wondering about my experience, well, just know that you're really lucky you haven't lived something like this, and I hope you never will. While I was in the coma, I remember dreams about my family and friends gathering around me. It was an atmosphere full of love. And then I remember how it changed to something more drastic. I had terrifying nightmares. My friends and family were still there, but their support wasn't. I could hear them mocking me, laughing at me. Even I saw my sister Maria choking me. In all of those dreams, I cried and I cried. They were awful, and it was just so dark. Words can't even explain how scared those nightmares made me feel. Even so, I had no concept of time when this was all happening. When I woke up, I didn't believe how much time had passed. Maybe it was like one of those nights where you have a bunch of dreams because you ate too much chocolate and your brain's all over the place. And that's kind of what it was like. But instead of one night, it was 2 years.
Yep.
I still can't believe that 2 years has gone by. In the first few days, I lost my head. I couldn't believe that this was all happening. It had to be some kind of conspiracy. Everybody told me I was acting paranoid, and perhaps I was. I was too tired or too angry. I didn't want to take my pills, and I tried to escape the hospital, but I couldn't really move.
You're in a coma.
The weird thing about it is the last few days that I was in the coma, I guess I was starting to wake up because I could really hear what everybody was saying around me. Mom and Dad were so sad. I can only imagine that after all that time, they were probably ready to give up or thought I was brain dead. My sister, she was really upset. She was yelling at my parents, telling them that it was a waste of time and that I was never going to wake up. She thought that I shouldn't be a burden anymore on my family.
That's so mean.
She said I was already dead, and she wanted to take my room and my car. What the actual... I'm not going to say it. But we all know that was so selfish.
That helped me
Ever
a
since
lot.
I've woken up, she's been treating me awfully. I'm her sister, for God's sake. She should be happy that I didn't die. I don't feel at home in my house anymore thanks to her. And then there's Jackson. He must have come to visit me before I woke up, because I heard him talking on the phone, and he sounded really charming and loving and sweet, like he always did with me. I could tell he was talking to a girl. He was telling her that he thought I would never wake up, and he didn't sound sad about it. There was actually some relief in his voice.
What?
When I woke up, he didn't say anything about her. He pretended that he and I were still together, and he'd always been there for me this whole time. In some ways, he was. I mean, he's been showing up for 2 years by my bedside with no response. But I guess it was only because he felt guilty about what happened. But soon I came to learn that he'd been hiding me from a serious year-long relationship with another girl at our school.
What?
I guess he was
That's
hooking
so
up with other
mean.
girls this whole time and then ended up with her, and never really told her that he came back to visit me. I'm just so confused.
I
He
would
even
be
told my
too.
best friend Nicole to hide it from me. She knew this whole time. I guess nobody thought I was gonna wake up, and part of me can't really blame them, but the other part of me is like, what is your guys' freaking problem? I wasn't actually dead. I don't know what to think, guys. I'm so angry. Part of me wants revenge on Jackson. Part of me wants to figure out who the hell put me in this coma in the first place and make them go through what I've gone through. I hate my sister. I hate Jackson. And more than anything else, I hate that I've lost 2 years of my life to some freaking drunk jerk who wouldn't take responsibility for what he did. It's not fair.
Oh, I feel so bad for her. She's just
Thanks
standing
for
there.
watching.
Okay.
If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and comment below. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. That was a very intense video. She heard everything. That would be so crazy. I don't even know how to react to that. Okay, let's do the outro. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Again, make sure to like and subscribe and consider turning on those notifications if you haven't already. I don't see why you shouldn't. So, that was a very intense video. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to extend this video any longer. So, you already know. Peace, guys. But they don't already.